Hello, this is Daniel Salazar, Peru Country Manager. I'm here with Marianne and Maru Moreno. We would just like to talk to them about their experience here and this new program going on. So why don't you go ahead, guys, and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Maru Moreno, Peru Country Manager, and right now we are at the community center where we currently work.
And my name's Marianne. I'm from Boulder, Colorado, and I'm just wrapping up my first trip of 2 weeks with Global Volunteers in Lima, Peru.
Great. So Marianne, I'd like to know how did you decide to volunteer abroad?
I have been traveling a lot, trying to travel a lot, always as a tourist. And I've noticed on my last couple trips, my trips felt very Americanized. You know, I was eating only in places that served American style, whatever the food was. And I wanted to expand. I just wanted to get into the heart of some place. So I started investigating a volunteer vacation.
Great. And how did you come up with Global Volunteers?
Online investigation. They had the best reviews, and as I was corresponding with the people in Minnesota, the answers to my questions were very real, came very quickly. It just felt like the best fit.
Great. And why did you decide to volunteer in Peru?
That was a tough one. There were several places I wanted to go, but there was a real need in Peru that Global Volunteers had expressed, and I also brought my adult son, came with me on this trip, and he just graduated from college with a degree in Spanish. So it was a great fit, a great way to celebrate that graduation.
Now, you are in a brand new program in Peru, so
We were the first one.
yes. So
Yes.
why don't you guys tell us a little bit about it? Why don't you start, Maru?
Okay, so we've recently started a partnership with the municipality of Miraflores, and we're working with a public school that belongs to Miraflores, where we're teaching English to the students, and we're also working in the community center, helping out with the workshops that they currently have in the community center.
And teaching English to the adults at the community center.
That's true. Also teaching English at the community center.
So what have you been doing, Marianne?
We've been in the mornings at Manuel Bonilla. I do not speak Spanish. Manuel Bonilla, an elementary school, and we've been working with groups of children, mostly 5th graders and 6th graders. Some speak no English at all. Some speak a little bit of English. Some have been very helpful at being interpreters for me. The English is limited, but they're able to figure it out. They're amazing kids. So all kinds of projects. We've played games, sung songs. My favorite was we made books. So they made their own little English books, which they're very proud of, and I'm proud of too.
Yes, you are.
And they're just so cool. And then in the afternoons, we've come here to the community center and did another English class with all ages, some children, some adults, but these are all volunteers that want to learn English and are coming in. And then we've done some work in the workshops where I actually got to help in the bakery, or the kitchen where they do baked goods, and it was fabulous.
They were
It was
very
fabulous.
delicious.
Yes.
And actually today we're starting some labor projects, helping out fixing some of the electricity of the bakery workshop. So Brian will be helping in that, and he can tell you more about it later.
Great. Now, Marianne, what do you think is the impact of your service here?
There is impact. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I was afraid. What could you accomplish in 2 weeks? Part of our group was here only 1 week, and even when they left it 1 week, it was like, wow, look what we did. You know, the beginning of this week, the kids couldn't speak any English. At the end of the week, they were saying goodbye, see you. It was great. I've had a small group here at the community center, and the impact there has been huge. I pull my cards out. I mean,
Please do, show them.
Yeah, they were not speaking English at all when we started, and now they can do this whole set of essentially flashcards. They're opposites, and they can go through and say, sad boy, happy boy, shoes in the box, shoes out of the box. And they're doing it. We spread it out on the table, and they really go through all of that, and they are so proud, and we're off to a good start where you can see they're motivated to keep going with it.
That's great.
Why don't you show them those little books you were talking about?
Oh.
You're very proud of them.
I love, this is actually Maru's book.
My sample
We
book.
had a sample, but the kids at the elementary school made these great books called, we ended up calling them My Story. Autobiography was a little lengthy for them to do, but they wrote, you know, hello, my name is, I am from, we had children from Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Chile. When I grow up, I want to be, and my spelling got challenged. We had pediatrician,
Yes.
veterinarian,
Pastry chef,
electrical
policeman.
engineer.
Yeah.
It was great. I would like to travel to. I want to learn English. The kids, when we asked this question, why do you want to learn English? They said, I want to learn English because it's important. That was cool.
Great. Now, is there anything else you would like to add? Any stories to share?
Well, I have a story on the first day we arrived to Manuel Bonilla's school. They received us with a very big smile on their faces, but also they had a big banner that different kids were holding that said "Welcome Global Volunteers." And so when they came in and they brought it with them and showed it to us, I started tearing up because, you know, it was I got emotional, and it was very exciting to see this warm welcome from the children. And then one of the kids, being a natural kid like all kids, came up and said, "Relax, lady, relax." So we were all laughing after that. No more tears, no more anything. So it was a fun moment, yeah.
That's great.
There were so many fun moments.
Yes,
There were so many fun moments. It was so much fun.
it was.
It was
Oh,
so much
tell
fun.
them about the time you were being taught Spanish.
So, one of my groups here at the community center, after group, I was invited to the library by a 6-year-old boy and his 8-year-old sister, and they gave me a Spanish lesson. I really spent a lot of time here saying no español, no español. And we actually found, we had a couple Spanish speakers in our group, but it worked very well because it made them feel safer, less shy about trying to speak English, you know, when they'd be hello and I'd be hola. A lot of high fives, we got it. It was great. But the 6-year-old and 8-year-old took me to the library and brought out the same tools I used with them, colors. Rojo, verde. And when I would say it, they'd clap and say, very good, very good. it was very special.
Yeah.
It was very special.
That's great. So, I just wanted to thank you guys for your time, for your service, and thank you for this interview. Bye bye.
Thank you. Come to Peru. You'll love Peru.
Thank you.
Bye.